Hey everyone, welcome to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast for Wednesday, June 17th, 2020. Alright, so today we have Mercury about to go retrograde for the next few weeks until July 11th, and that'll be in Gemini, so really good to start to rethink some things involving maybe correspondence, communication, maybe going back and editing some things that we've maybe written or communicated and relearned. Gemini is very much about getting in touch with our curious side, and over the next few weeks, how can we experiment a little bit with learning new things, especially if it does involve practical knowledge and information. So with this, we do have the moon in Aries today, so the theme is likely around taking initiative. Great day for things that do require action, assertiveness, confidence, a bit of motivation, right, and independence with the theme here today. And as we approach the weekend, we are going to be approaching a brand new beginning with the solar eclipse coming up. So we are ending this current lunar month, and so anything we can do to finalize things at this time, a great way of working with this part of the week. All right, so let's take a look at all of this here in more detail when we return. All right, so here is the sky for this Wednesday. And again, we are using the visible sky, which is different from mainstream astrology. So you will notice some of the signs I'm mentioning are different, like Mercury going retrograde in Gemini. You might have been expecting me to say Cancer just then. So we are using the visible sky, and this is different from mainstream. So if you are new to the channel, definitely check out that link down below for more information on true sidereal astrology. All right, so let's take a look here first at the moon's placement for the daily energy. We do have the moon very well set in initiating Aries, the ram. So great day for getting in touch with that more fiery side, although there is still a bit of water energy. Most certainly with Mars still in Pisces, good to still be receptive, finding that flow of life. Doing things that are more important on a soul level with Mars there. But nonetheless, great day for taking initiative, whether it's getting into a more active side, whether it's maybe setting some goals, maybe pursuing our own personal needs, things that do relate to what's important for us and that we can initiate. Really good way of working with this phase of the cycle. Now, the phase of the lunar cycle that we're in is we are entering the balsamic phase, which is the ending phase of the current lunar month. And so even though the daily theme is around fire, there is this closeout energy. As we approach the weekend, it is the dying down of energy. The solar eclipse will be the lowest energy part of the cycle. And in this case, really good to finalize things, maybe create a bit of space, let some things go from the previous cycle. Could be a great way of working with this next few days as we approach that brand new beginning with the total solar eclipse. Over the weekend. All right, but let's talk about today, because today we do have Mercury starting to slow down. He's not going to quite go retrograde until tomorrow for most of us, but there is this now reworking process for the next few weeks coming up. So oftentimes we'll hear Mercury retrograde and we'll want to kind of avoid things, and we'll say to ourselves, maybe it's not a good time to form contracts or to get involved with anything in life. But really during retrogrades, it's a great time to experiment. Right? How can we experiment with things? It is good to be flexible as possible, not necessarily to set anything in stone, but instead to have a plan A, B, C, and D, create a situation in our life that allows for change and adaptability, because often things do change during the retrograde. And often it's new information comes to light. Often it's some sort of contracts or agreements we've had changed, which is Mercury related. And especially in Gemini, which is Mercury's sign, all these things that deal with information, communication, right? All going through this reworking process here for the next few weeks. But great to experiment with it. What are some new things we can learn? What are some things we can go back and maybe relearn? Some things we started to learn in the past, maybe past few months, and now go back and see how we can maybe go back and relearn it. Or if there's something you were writing or creating in some sense, great time to go back and revisit it or re-edit it, right? Really good time to do this. And anything that we are willing to experiment with, try new things with, and be flexible with, I think is a great way of working with this upcoming retrograde. But things do slow down, right? This is a pause with Mercury in the sky. So today, anything involving this stuff, just good to maybe take a bit of a pause with, today and tomorrow, because again, this could be the shifting, right? So we do want to maybe create a bit of space with the Mercury related things, again, communication, knowledge, information, just to see what might be shifting and changing for these next few weeks until July 11th. All right, everyone, so that is the day in a nutshell. That's the most important thing. On a very minor note, we do have Mars starting to sextile up to Pluto. So we could notice some opportunities for empowerment and change, but that's really a given with this eclipse coming up. We do have this brand new beginning for the next 6 months around the corner. It'll be a new shift to our life path and life direction. And yeah, so anything that can maybe close things out, I think today and tomorrow, preparing for the weekend, is a great way of working with the larger cycle. All right, everyone. And of course, this is still earthy energy. The sun's still finishing Taurus. We still have Venus retrograde in Taurus. So, it's still about the resourcefulness and that grounding approach to life, which has been the larger context. But today specifically, great day for a bit of fire, a little bit of initiative, cultivating our needs, our assertive side, our independence, right? Great way of working with this day here today. All right, so everyone have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to click that like button if you haven't yet. Click the notification bell down below to be notified of when these videos are updated. And I'll see you all tomorrow for the next daily forecast. Take care.